Well, aloha, dear, dear hearts. So, this is going to be about a recent experience of the dark night of the soul. I always wondered, well, what exactly is that? And I don't think I've ever had an experience where I actually called it that, and I just did. So it was about 2 days ago, and my partner and I got into it's ridiculous, but it was an argument. We were both triggered in defensiveness of ourselves, and it was a pretty intense triggering. And it was kind of in the afternoon, so we never really made up before we went to bed to sleep. And I just had a horrible night. It was like every horrible way of thinking bombarded me all at once. It was like a tsunami of defensiveness and um, critically thinking of others, and um, uh, even maybe blame, and the whole ugly, horrible mass of that way of thinking just hit me so hard. And it just stayed with me all night. I took a little sleeping pill. I knew it was going to be a rough one. Buckle up. And it was. It was horrible. Horrible. I even thought of suicide. I mean, it was like, this is too much. This is disgusting. This kind of behavior. It just made me sick to my stomach to even think about the ugliness of this kind of behavior. And I've had it all my life. I mean, it was like everything in my life just swelled up into this ball of horrid ugliness. And it just came at me. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't control it. I knew, okay, I can observe this. I couldn't even get to that place of observing. It was just too much. So when I woke up, I just felt so humble. It was like, oh, what's the way out of this? Where's the path through it? And my partner asked how I was, and I just was kind of quiet. And he said, well, tell me. I just said, I'm sorry, and I never want to be like that anymore. I don't want to be defensive anymore. I hated it. I never use the word hate, and it was like I really felt hatred for that pattern of behavior. And we both cried together, and he was sorry, and I didn't blame him for anything. It was just all about me, and it was all about my decision to stop it, and take responsibility for it. So I felt totally depleted of energy, and I knew I really needed some ultra quiet time. And he knew it too. And he said, look, I'll do everything. You just get back in bed. I went, no. It's okay. But I will need. Oh, and he was going to go out for the day and go to the beach and swim. He likes to do that. And I said, do it. So I got the time alone that I so needed. And I just went into this deep meditation of just letting everything go. And it was like applying all the meditations that I've been through and all of the guidance, and it was a time to just apply this. Get quiet. You can hate it, you can see it, that you're not going to accept it anymore. And there's a song that I would sing, and it was sweet streams wash me down, pour your grace over me, lift me up to a higher ground where I can see. And I just kept that going internally. And gradually, I started feeling a sense of peace, and some awareness, was coming in, that everything is like a film. When I was a kid, we had 8mm camera, and we'd take movie pictures, and we'd edit it. I'd see my dad editing it. He'd take the film out, and you could see the blocks of the picture, that would go into the machine. And I was shown that everything is that, even this person, this character, it's just all on film. It's this movie going on, and it wanted me to see that I was not the film. I'm not in the film, and that this character is part of that movie, that film. And it was so comforting. It was like getting a sense, finally, of not being this person or character that's playing all of this. And I thought I was on my way home. Here I am. So I have to be persistent. Any steps back that we take will be tested, or things are still gonna happen. And now I'm realizing it's just the position of where we're seeing it from. And arguments will still happen, or whatever. But if you're not believing that you're that character and having to defend yourself or, get so entangled in the arguing, then it doesn't affect you. You just see it as this movie going on, and it's all okay. So that's where I'm at, is getting comfortable in this new position of viewing and knowing, it. They'll be back and forth. I'll slip and slide. I'll forget and return for sure. Because once you get a taste of reality, of who you really are and what you're not, that is the most important thing, is to know what you're not. Then you're on your way. It was like a big boulder in the stream, this dark night of the soul. And now I know there'll be smaller, maybe pebbles, or even more boulders. It's just, I guess, a beginning of experiencing the realization of what I'm not. So, just wanted to share that, and just send so much love to everyone on their own path. And it can really start getting more pleasant and exciting, because it puts you in the presence. You're still creating and seeing things happen, but you're not in the past or so much in the future. It's what's happening right here now. And that is the most peaceful place to realize where you always are, really. So, love, love, love. Hang in there. The road can get bumpy, the boulders can get big, but there is a way through it. And I'm here to tell you that through my own experience. Aloha.